Top 3 everyday foods that are destroying senior legs without you knowing. Let's uncover the silent culprits stealing your strength. Picture this. You wake up one morning, your legs feel heavy, like they're carrying an invisible weight. Maybe it's that nagging ache in your knees or the swelling around your ankles that just won't quit. For so many seniors, maybe you or someone you love, this isn't just a bad day, it's become the new normal. And it breaks my heart to see it, because those legs? They've carried you through life, through first steps, family adventures, and quiet evening walks. They deserve better than this slow betrayal. But here's the kicker. What if I told you the food you're eating every single day, stuff you'd never suspect, could be quietly tearing them down? We're talking about hidden enemies in your kitchen that mess with your circulation, weaken your muscles, and leave you feeling stuck. I've seen it too often in my years helping folks like you, a sweet lady in her 70s who couldn't climb her stairs anymore, all because her diet was working against her. Or a gentleman who thought his leg pain was just old age, when really, it was a cry for help from his body. Your legs aren't just about getting around. They're your freedom, your independence, your story. And when they start to fail, it's not just physical. It chips away at your spirit too. So, why is this happening? Let's dig into the surprising truth together. Now, before you start feeling overwhelmed, let me share some good news. Because I'm not here to just point out problems, I'm here to help you fix them. You don't have to accept achy, tired legs as your fate. The truth is, you've got more power than you think, right there in your hands, or rather, on your plate. By spotting these sneaky foods and making a few simple swaps, you can turn things around. Imagine this: less swelling, stronger steps, maybe even dancing with your grandkids again. Doesn't that sound worth it? I've watched seniors light up when they realize they can feel better, just by tweaking what they eat. And here's the best part. You don't need fancy diets or complicated rules. I'm going to walk you through 3 everyday culprits you'll wish you'd known about sooner, and trust me, you won't believe how common they are. Stick with me, because this could be the game changer your legs have been begging for. You ready to take back control? Let's do this together. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you are joining me from today. Drop a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you have, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss a health-boosting tip from Longevity Tips. Alright, folks, let's dive into our first big troublemaker, refined sugar. You know it well, that sweet sprinkle in your coffee, the glaze on your weekend donut, or the fizz in that soda you sip to relax. It's like an old friend, always there to brighten your day, right? But here's the harsh truth. For seniors, this so-called friend is more like a backstabber, quietly chipping away at your legs. I've spent years helping people just like you, and I've seen the heartbreak when they realize their little indulgences are why they can't keep up with their grandkids anymore. What if that candy bar or cookie isn't just a treat? What if it's stealing your strength, step by step? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on refined sugar, and trust me, once you see what it's doing to your legs, you'll never look at that sweet stuff the same way again. Let's get into it. So, what's refined sugar made of? It's not the gentle sweetness you'd pluck from a fruit tree. No, this is the industrial stuff. Sugarcane or beets stripped down to their bare bones, bleached white, and processed into those shiny granules or sticky syrups you find everywhere. We're talking sucrose, high-fructose corn syrup, or those sneaky sweeteners hiding in your bread, ketchup, even that low-fat dressing you thought was safe. It's pure, empty calories. No fiber to slow it down, no vitamins to redeem it, just a quick hit that slams into your system like a freight train. For younger folks, the body might shrug it off, but as we age, our metabolism slows, and that sugar lingers like an uninvited guest. It's in your cereal, your snacks, even your morning oatmeal if you're not careful. And here's the kicker. It's addictive. The more you eat, the more you crave. For seniors, that's a dangerous cycle, setting the stage for trouble you can feel in your legs every day. Let's see how. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty. How does refined sugar hurt your legs? Imagine your blood vessels as lifelines, rushing oxygen and energy to your muscles and joints. Sugar comes along and throws up barricades. It sparks inflammation. Think of it as a smoldering fire inside you that slowly eats away at those vessels. For seniors, this means sluggish circulation, and suddenly your legs are swelling up, feeling like lead weights. Ever notice your ankles puffing up after a sugary day? That's no coincidence. It's your body waving a red flag. Then there's the nerve damage. Too much sugar can lead to neuropathy, those prickly tingles or cramps that make you wobble. I'll never forget Mary, a patient of mine in her late 70s. She loved her daily soda and blamed her leg pain on getting old. When we ditched the sugar, she was back to walking her garden in weeks. Sugar also messes with insulin, draining your muscle strength over time. It's not just a sweet escape, it's a thief, robbing you of steady steps and freedom. Left unchecked, it's a slow march to more pain and less life in those legs you rely on. You might be sitting there thinking, "Oh, come on, a little sugar won't kill me." I hear that all the time, and I get it. Who doesn't love a treat now and then? But here's where the misunderstanding sneaks in. People think a little stays little. A cookie today, a sweetened coffee tomorrow, a dessert at dinner, it adds up faster than you'd believe. Another myth. I'm not diabetic, so sugar's no big deal. Let me stop you right there. You don't need a diagnosis for this stuff to hurt you. Research shows even moderate daily sugar, say 10 teaspoons, which is less than one soda, ramps up inflammation and clogs arteries, especially as we age when our defenses are down. And don't get me started on the natural sugar is the same excuse. Honey or fruit. They've got fiber and nutrients to balance things out. Refined sugar? It's a lone bandit, leaving wreckage behind. Folks also think cutting sugar means misery. Not true. It's about outsmarting it, not suffering. So no, it's not harmless. It's a quiet threat we've got to face head-on. Here's where hope comes in. You don't have to banish sweetness from your life to save your legs. It's about kicking refined sugar to the curb and inviting smarter options to the table. Start by ditching the big offenders. Sodas, candies, those store-bought cakes that taste like guilt the next day. Peek at labels. If sugar, syrup, or anything ending in "-ose" is high on the list, walk away. Craving something sweet? Turn to nature's best. A crisp apple, a bowl of berries, or a banana sliced with a dab of peanut butter. It's delicious and won't stab your legs in the back. Love baking? Swap white sugar for a drizzle of raw honey or pure maple syrup. A little goes a long way. Swap that sweetened tea for water with a splash of lemon or a sprig of mint, refreshing and kind to your body. It takes a week or two to reset your taste buds, but soon, you'll wonder why you ever needed that sugar rush. These small swaps aren't just fixes, they're gifts to your legs, keeping them strong for the years ahead. So, refined sugar's true colors are out. It's not the innocent treat we thought, but a crafty foe hitting your legs where it hurts most. Now that you've got the scoop, you can take charge. Say goodbye to that sneaky saboteur and hello to steadier steps. Imagine the relief of walking without that ache, knowing you've outsmarted the sweet stuff. But hold on, we're just getting started. Sugar's only the first villain on our hit list. Next up, there's another everyday staple lurking in your kitchen. One so common you'd never suspect it's working against you too. Any guesses what it could be? Maybe something you sprinkle on your meals without a second thought? Stay with me. This one's going to surprise you. Okay, let's shift gears to our next everyday villain, salt. That trusty shaker on your table, the magic dust that makes your fries pop, your soup sing, even your scrambled eggs feel complete. It's been a kitchen hero forever, right? But hold on, for seniors, too much salt isn't just a flavor boost, it's a silent wrecking ball smashing into your legs. I've seen it too many times. Folks hobbling in, baffled why their feet swell like balloons or their legs ache like they've run a marathon, all while that little salt jar sits innocently by. What if that pinch you sprinkle without thinking is quietly piling on the pain? I'm not here to ban salt. We need a bit to live, but excess salt? That's where the trouble brews. Let's unpack how this sneaky foe is sabotaging your legs and how we can outsmart it together. So, what's salt really made of? It's sodium chloride, a simple mineral duo your body uses in tiny doses to keep your nerves buzzing and muscles flexing. The stuff you shake on comes refined, pulled from ancient mines or boiled down from seawater, turned into those fine, white grains. But here's the real kicker. It's not just what you add at the table. About 75% of your salt sneaks in from processed foods. Think potato chips, canned soups, frozen pizzas, even that deli sandwich you grab on busy days. Sodium's the star here, and while a sprinkle keeps you ticking, too much throws everything off balance. For seniors, whose kidneys slow down with age, that excess lingers like a houseguest who won't leave, pooling where it doesn't belong, especially in your legs. It's not just a seasoning, it's a loaded gun when it piles up. Let's see the damage it's doing. Now, let's dig into the mess salt makes. It's like a sponge sucking water into your body. Too much sodium drags fluid into your bloodstream, and guess where it loves to settle? Your legs. That's why your ankles puff up like overstuffed pillows or your shoes pinch by noon. It's not just old age, it's salt overload screaming for attention. For seniors, this isn't just a nuisance, it's a red alert. That extra fluid presses on your veins, choking circulation so your legs feel heavy and worn out. I had a patient, Tom, a sweet guy in his 80s. He couldn't climb his porch steps anymore. He blamed arthritis, but his nightly bag of chips was the real villain. We cut the salt, and he was back to gardening in a month. Excess sodium also jacks up your blood pressure, straining those fragile leg vessels even more. Over years, it stiffens joints, weakens muscles, and turns walking into a battle. Research shows it doubles your risk of edema, swelling, in older adults. It's not a friend, it's a thief stealing your leg power, one salty bite at a time. You're probably thinking, wait, I hardly touch the salt shaker, I'm safe, right? That's the trap I see folks fall into every day, and I get it. It feels like you're in control. But here's the shocker, the salt you sprinkle is just the cherry on top. Most of it, 75% or more, hides in processed foods you'd never suspect. That canned soup you love? One bowl can hit 1,000 milligrams of sodium. Your frozen dinner? Another salt bomb. Another myth. I don't taste it, so it's fine. Nope, salt's damage creeps up silently, especially as we age and our bodies can't flush it out fast. People say, salt's natural, so it's harmless. Sure, a pinch is, but the 3,000 milligrams in a fast food burger? That's not nature, it's a disaster. The American Heart Association begs us to stick to 1,500 milligrams a day for seniors, yet most hit double or triple that without a clue. It's not your fault, it's sneaky, but now you've got the truth to fight back. Don't panic. I'm not here to strip your kitchen bare. We can tame salt and still enjoy your meals. Start by dodging the big offenders. Toss the chips, canned soups, and fast food. They're sodium landmines waiting to blow. Peek at labels. If sodium's over 300 milligrams per serving, it's not worth it. Cooking at home. Go easy on the shaker and lean into herbs instead. Rosemary on roasted potatoes, garlic in your veggies, or a pinch of cumin in your beans. Squeeze a lemon over your fish or toss in some pepper. Flavor pops without the puffiness. Sip water all day to rinse out the excess. Think of it as a gentle detox for your legs. Craving that salty kick? A few olives, a slice of cucumber with a whisper of sea salt, or even a homemade popcorn sprinkle can do the trick safely. Give it a week, your taste buds will adjust, and you'll savor real food, not a salt mask. Your legs will thank you with every lighter, stronger step. So, excess salt's no small fry. It's swelling your legs and sapping your strength, but now you're armed to push back. Imagine stepping out without that heavy drag, all because you outsmarted this kitchen trickster. We've got one more culprit to tackle though. It's lurking in your pantry, deadlier than sugar or salt. Any guesses? Maybe something you spread or fry with. Stay tuned, this one's a real game changer. Alright, we've reached our final everyday villain, trans fats. You know them, that greasy magic in your crispy fries, the flaky layers of your favorite pastry, or the smooth margarine you spread on toast every morning. They whisper comfort, that indulgent crunch or melt-in-your-mouth bliss. But for seniors, they're a wolf in sheep's clothing, silently tearing your legs apart. I've seen it too often. Folks enjoying their treats, clueless that their shaky steps or aching calves tie back to this hidden enemy. What if that fried chicken or donut isn't just a guilty pleasure? What if it's clogging your body and stealing your freedom to move? Trans fats are the sneakiest, deadliest of our trio, hitting harder as we age. Let's rip the mask off this kitchen monster and expose why it's the ultimate leg wrecker. So, what exactly are trans fats? They're not the wholesome fats in a piece of salmon or a ripe avocado. These are Frankenstein fats, liquid vegetable oils blasted with hydrogen to turn them solid, giving that long-lasting, creamy texture food makers can't resist. You'll see them as partially hydrogenated oils in margarine, shortening, or the deep fryer grease at your local diner. They're cheap, stable, and make everything from cookies to crackers irresistibly crispy, but they're nutritional poison. No vitamins, no minerals, just pure harm. They lurk in packaged pies, microwave popcorn, even some healthy granola bars. For seniors whose bodies can't repair damage as fast, trans fats don't just hang out. They wage war, especially on your legs. They're not natural allies. They're artificial enemies cooked up in a lab, and they're targeting your mobility. Let's see how they hit. Here's where trans fats turn nasty. They're like glue gumming up your arteries. They build plaque, sticky gunk that narrows your blood vessels, cutting off the flow to your legs. For seniors, that means less oxygen and nutrients feeding your muscles, leaving them weak, cramping, and crying out after a few steps. Ever feel that sharp sting or heaviness just walking to the mailbox? Trans fats could be the puppet master. I had a patient, Linda, a sweet 72-year-old who adored her daily muffin from the corner store. She blamed her leg pain on getting old, until we traced it to the trans fats in that innocent-looking treat. Within weeks of cutting them, she was back to her knitting circle. They also spark inflammation, stiffening your joints and upping neuropathy risks, that tingly, unsteady feeling that robs your balance. Research says just 2 grams a day, less than a small fries, doubles heart disease odds, and that strangles your legs too. It's not just fat, it's a slow, cruel thief of your strength. Now you might be thinking, I don't eat fried food every day, I'm okay, right? That's the sneaky lie trans fats love to sell. They're not just an obvious junk, they hide in your light margarine, that frozen pie you heat up, even some breakfast cereals you trust. Another myth. A little won't kill me. Wrong, even a gram or 2 daily stacks up, especially as we age and our arteries lose their bounce. People say, they're banned now, aren't they? Not quite. The FDA restricted them, but loopholes let traces linger, and plenty of eateries still fry with the old stuff. Some think all fats are equal. Big mistake. Olive oil heals, trans fats harm. I've had patients swear their spread was heart smart, until we flipped the tub and spotted hydrogenated. It's not your fault, it's clever marketing, but now you see, trans fats aren't a harmless splurge, they're a ticking bomb for your legs, ticking louder every bite. Here's the bright side, you can kick trans fats out and still savor your meals. Start by tossing anything with hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated on the label, margarine, shortening, those cheap donuts staring at you from the shelf. Skip the fast food fries, frozen pastries, and packaged snacks, they're trans fat breeding grounds. At home, swap in extra virgin olive oil for that golden sear on your veggies or a pat of real butter for baking. Natural fats your body knows how to love. Craving crunch? Toss chickpeas with spices and roast them, or air pop popcorn with a dash of herbs. No greasy regret. Spread mashed avocado on your toast instead of mystery spreads. It's rich, delicious, and leg-friendly. This isn't about giving up joy, it's about swapping trash for treasure. Try it for a week. Less stiffness, more pep in your step. Your legs will thank you with every move you make. So, trans fats are the final punch, clogging your legs and sapping your power, but now you've got the upper hand. Picture walking with ease, knowing you've ditched this greasy gremlin. We've unmasked all 3 culprits, sugar, salt, and trans fats, and it's time to tie it all together with some hope and a plan. Stay with me for the big finish. Tong Ket. Well folks, we've just unmasked 3 everyday culprits, refined sugar, excess salt, and trans fats, that been sneaking around, quietly wrecking your legs. Sugar's the sweet talker, sparking inflammation and slowing your steps. Salt's the sneaky sponge, swelling you up and weighing you down. And trans fats? They're the greasy glue clogging your arteries and stealing your strength. But here's what warms my heart. You don't have to let them win. I've seen seniors like you turn it all around. Folks who thought achy legs were their forever story, only to find freedom with a few smart changes. Ditch the soda for a juicy orange, swap the chips for a handful of spiced nuts, trade that margarine for a drizzle of olive oil. It's not about losing joy, it's about gaining life. Your legs aren't just tools, they're your ticket to independence, to chasing grandkids or strolling in the sunset. Start small, 1 meal, 1 day, and watch the difference. You've got the power now, and I'm rooting for you every step of the way. Why settle for pain when you can stride with pride? Let's make those legs sing again. You deserve it. If you found this video helpful, please remember to hit the like button. It really helps us bring you more valuable content. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts, questions, or what topic you'd like to cover next. We love hearing from you. Of course, Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can never miss out on our latest health tips and insights. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.